Hey, I thought I'd give you guys an update on my digital dash project and what it looks like now. I've made some visual improvements to it, added some bezels to it. I've got 10-degree increments all the way around on both gauges. It's running in a simulation mode right now just so you can see what it looks like. On the coolant, as it gets to 195, it'll turn yellow and then red as it gets to 200. The oil pressure gauge turns yellow below 10, I think is what I configured it for, and then red below 5. There's audible alerts that occur as well in the simulation mode. We may not catch it all the time because it has to see that this relay is on and that the sensor is online. The relay toggle controls whether or not the temperature and oil pressure senders on the engine are hooked to the analog gauges on my dash or whether they're hooked to this.
Warning. Coolant temperature.
So we just got the coolant temperature warning there because the relay must have been on at the right time.
Oil pressure.
And now we just got the oil pressure warning. So you're kind of seeing what happens there. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of simulation mode so we can demonstrate what that does. So this is just hooked to the bus now, and it's online. So it's pretty hot. It's like 100 degrees outside right now. I'm sitting in a nice air-conditioned bus inside. It's reading 86 degrees on the engine, on the block, in the coolant passage, and a tenth of a psi, or sorry, 4/10 of a psi, whatever, effectively zero. So if I click the relay off, these values will go to zero, or that's 0 Celsius, 0 psi. This allows me to control my LED light. There's a light behind the couch. It's kind of close to the driver. I can turn that on and off if I want. And this online thing is an indication, that's like a safety check of whether the sensor has gone offline or not. So,
warning, oil pressure.
If I am functioning, like let's say I'm going down the road and something happens with that thing where it loses power or whatever, it's going to fail back to the analog gauges on the dash, and I'll get a warning here from this
sensor
guy
offline,
basically telling me that the sensor is offline. That's just so that I know that these values are no longer to be trusted, essentially. That's kind of a safety check for me, cross-check, because this system is a prototype and I need to know if the thing's lost power or whatever. So that's where we're at right now. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be adding more functionality and more gauges as time permits. Stay tuned for updates, and thanks for watching.